Welcome everyone, this is Hide on the Ryze, and today we are back onto the Summoner Rifts and we are on a game against Katarina as mid lane. We actually tagged top, but we swapped with our Shen and we're now mid lane. So against Katarina and assassins in general, some of them are really difficult to deal with in lanes because generally speaking, after level 3, they can one-shot you and all-in you, especially if they play Ignite, and she does play with Ignite and Electrocute, so both of these summoners, really aggressive setup. So against those kind of champions, what I like to do, I will show you, is go double magic resistance runes or double AD runes if you're playing against assassins, AD assassins such as Zed and Talon, for instance. But here in this case, I went for double magic runes because we're playing against Katarina, and I also choose bone plating and overgrowth in order to actually really win my trades. And I will just jump back 15 seconds just to show you how hard I do now win my trades. So I start W here because I want to slow her down and poke her with autos, and you see how her Q did like not a lot of damage to me, and then my retaliation, so my W and double auto alongside the aggro minions that she took actually dealt a lot of damage to her. So my goal against Katarina is to freeze the lane right there, and every time she jumps onto me, I just kite her a little bit back and auto her and eat her with my spells, and I want to keep the wave on my side. And the reason why is because I want her to be vulnerable to ganks, and I want her to basically call out her jungler to be able to break the freeze. So that way I'm actually safe. I cannot be ganked. I cannot be all-in as well by Katarina, otherwise she exposes herself to death and ganks, and I can basically farm for free and deny her as many minions as I can and as possible. So right now you see that she's 70% HP, so she cannot get close to that wave, and that's completely fine for me. I'm not hard pushing, I'm slow pushing, meaning that I only want to auto the CS when it is about to die, and I'm also going to put a ward on the bush in the river, in the topside river. Here you can see that she tried to trade me back, but with my bone plating and all my defensive setups in runes, I am just 100% winning those trades, and she cannot do anything against it. So it's really powerful and really strong to adapt to runes to your matchup. Now you can see that I got ganked, but I don't really mind because I got the vision on the Nocturne, so I knew it was coming. And my Rengar is both sides, so I'm now hovering towards the bot side of the map, and not really not really pushing Katarina under turret, but instead I'm building what we call a bounce back. It means that when you are crashing a wave, naturally the wave will bounce back towards your side of the lane, and then you will be able to freeze it again and again and over again, and it's basically a cycle. So now she has to crash the wave, but she can't obviously, and now my Rengar comes for free kill and free gank, and you can see now that we are already 1-0, and just by wave management, nothing crazy. We just use, we didn't outplay her, we didn't have to like mechanically be better and dodge every spells. No, we just played it smart from the champion select. We selected the nice and the good runes for us, defensive runes, defensive setup. Also went Doran's Ring, I forgot to mention that, but Doran's Ring over the tier of the goddess allows us to basically win the lane even harder. And then we just used a good and a proper wave management. I will pause and jump back a bit to explain. And that's because of the wave management that we managed to get that kill. But here, I wanted my Rengar to help me out to push the wave before crashing, but unfortunately he got flashed in by Nocturne, Katarina ulls in, Ignite, and he dies. But, that happens sometimes, it's solo queue, doesn't matter. I'm just trying to trade off as many HP and as many auto as I can before resetting, because I will use my TP anyway, so I don't really mind trading my HPs. It is for at my advantage, sorry. Now I'm back into the lane, and same thing over and over again. Every time I will jump back here again because I want to show you that trade, really important. We always do that against Katarina. What I like to do is actually W her first to slow her, and then I will use my rotation of E, Q, all of this. I'm not necessarily rooting her, but instead, you know, poking her with as many spells as I can while she's slowed and not root by the W, if you know what I mean. Here I'm going for a pink ward into this river bush and another ward here, just to be safe and to be sure I don't get ganked, and I will over the top side because that's where I got my vision on. So I want to remain safe and keep my freeze here. She's already half HP, and now I can, you know, look at play a little bit aggressive. So every time she will walk into the lane here, I will just walk forward to EW her, and I think she resetted there. I'm pinging SS, always ping SS against assassins. It's very dangerous. They can, you know, rotate bot and top and just completely take over the game by taking multiple kills. So it's always good, even though your team will not react and will, will still die sometimes. It's still important to do so. It's a good habit to take, and the higher elo you get, the better it will become. So here you can see how with phase rush we can chase her and put and keep auto attacking her, sorry, all the time. But yeah, that's basically it. And now we are 20 CS lead already, and the gap will only get bigger and bigger and larger because she cannot do anything at this point. We have all the time, because of this freeze here and this differential in HP. You know, she's like 50%, 40% HP, so she cannot follow me into this river play here. That's what we call priority, right? You got lane priority when you are the first one to move, and here, as we are in full control of the lane, we are the first one to move to this play, and then we can therefore kill the Nocturne quite easily. Katarina comes back, but you know, she's solo HP, she has nothing, so everyone dies here, and basically at this stage the game was completely over. Because you're not supposed to be that ahead as a control mage against an assassin in lane, you know. So yeah, very nice. She should have back and not followed that play. She is now O2. I got like double CS, like almost 70 CS, so 35 CS lead already, which is huge, you know. If we looked at the gold, I got like more than 1,000 gold difference to her. And yeah, I remember that when I first started to pick up Ryze, I was really struggling against Silas, Katarina, and Akali as well, Yone and Yasuo as well, even though it was a little bit easier in my opinion. But Katarina, it was really difficult because I had the feeling that it didn't matter what I was doing, she was just one-shotting me when she just gems on me, ignite. And then I just realized that by going defensive runes early on, yeah, you see the pattern warding I always do. So when I come back to lane, I want to be safe, so I'm warding aside and then I go back to the wave. But I'm not like pushing stupidly without any vision. I want to be safe and I want to be able to over one side of the lane to keep my pressure and to keep my freeze. Now I like 80 CS to 50 CS, 30 CS leads, and 1 kill, and she's 0-2, so she's in a bad spot. Her only way of coming back into the game, because I'm already ahead in XP, is to actually roam and get random kills. But if she does that, I will just push and take a lot of plates, so it's really difficult for her to get back into this game right now. And yeah, here she actually, so she was, you know, she was a little bit tilted by that situation, so she hard pinged her jungler. I don't know if they are premade or not, I don't really care, but they actually dive me under turret, use everything for me, so bringing here a lot of pressure for me. I end up dying under turret, but that's completely fine, to be honest. That's completely fine. I'm still so far ahead. If we look at the gold lead, I have almost 600 goals or 2 kills. You know, it's like a 2 kills difference in terms of CS. So I'm so far ahead, and they actually wasted a lot here to kill me. Nocturne's ult is really important in the early game. It's actually, you know, Nocturne could have ulted there, but I'm really happy that he actually ulted onto me, because, you know, I'm still winning my lane anyway, so it won't be of any help. So let's speed up a little bit just to show you what happened later in the game. But you see, I'm hard winning those trades just by buying Archangel's stuff. I got my first item, she doesn't, so now I just win every single trade against Katarina. Same thing, I keep warding the same side, overing the same side, always the same thing, guys. It's really, you know, with Ryze is not necessarily like a hard champion. You have some mechanisms to learn and to apply every single games, and as long as you keep and you stick to these fundamentals, you will eventually climb. So here, yeah, keep freezing the wave. I just don't want her to take any farm right at this point, so I will just speed up because nothing happens. I thought that this second Nocturne Earth was for me, but it was actually for bot lane. So yeah, here I know that I won't get ganked, so I can keep the freeze. I will just speed up because nothing really interesting does happen. Here I will just jump back to show you. You know, she wants to do something. She's not happy with the situation, so she uses everything and she ults me. But I'm so ahead right now that, you know, there is no way she can kill me now. But just in case now, I will just reset, and my jungler will probably try to gank her while she tries to desperately crash that wave. Yeah. So eventually she gets out. I'm TPing back and trying to join that fight, but the fight is over and a little bit too far. So I'm just deciding to not chase and keep pushing. So I'm just keep pushing like that. And here I wanted to check whether or not Nocturne was doing the void grubs, because I know I'm really ahead and that my Shen got priority on the top lane. So I knew that it would be a 2v2 at most, and that since I'm really fed, I can definitely win that fight. So we take that 2v2 and we easily win this, and that's those kind of moves that I eventually carry games, guys. And those things happen just because of small advantages, you know. It's all those small things add up. So every single CS add up, and now I get like 130 CS to 82. So the game is, you know, completely over. In terms of gold lead, I just need to fight and keep fighting with, you know, number advantage or even, and normally I will win those fights. So yeah, nothing special there. My jungler is doing the Rift roll to accelerate the pace of the game. A fight is breaking out, so he got ult. I will just jump back a few seconds, sorry. So the Nocturne is engaging my Rengar. I instantly come to defend him. I'm level 12, 2 levels above jungler. Look at my damage, I just one-shot him. Katarina is next. I'm just chasing her down, basically. I'm not, you know, risking anything. It's like, we're so far ahead right now that, you know, it doesn't really matter. I think we can actually end the replay there, guys, because yeah, then it's just a complete stomp. But basically, I just wanted to explain you and show you how to approach the laning phase, the wave management against those kind of melee champions and assassins. I hope you find that really helpful. If you did, please do not hesitate to subscribe and give me a like. I really appreciate it. And see you later.